So, okay. Sorry about that. My cat just got himself stuck under the sofa next to me and then scratched my leg. That's how my day's going. Anyway, I literally was supposed to record a video. I looked fucking crazy when I got that. Oh my god, never do that again. I was supposed to record another video, but I kind of forgot. Here it is, basically. I'm going to be telling some stories about when I used to work at a theme park, because I used to work in the department where basically if anyone would have like a row or an argument or like just have something bad to say, they'd come to me. And you'd think, that must be pretty boring. Like, you know, people go to theme parks, have a good time. They don't sit there and complain. They do. Believe me, they do. So let's just talk about it. I have a few funny stories that I can tell. Let's just get right into it. What is this? What am I doing?
When they see me, they salute to have a true cool. Some pink pumps, pink thumbs, and a tutu. Some pink lips, pink blush on my YouTube. Now everybody try.
Okay, so the first story I have, so I was sitting there doing my work. I'm not going to say which theme park this is, by the way, but it rhymes with schmore, schmark.
He was running for...
It rhymes with schmorp, schmark. And let's just hope that's enough for me not to get in trouble for saying any of this. Okay, so basically, I was working this one night during the Halloween season. And, you know, it's busy, very busy, especially for Halloween. Most theme parks have that, especially this one. And basically, this guy comes in and I have never seen a man more angry in my entire life. The way he came in, I was half expecting him to be like, my family were murdered on the door by security and I'm angry, I'm furious. And I was like, oh my god, he was like, I'm going to sue Schmore Schmark. I'm going to sue him. So I was obviously like, okay, this is serious. I need to be my best customer service self. So I greet him with a really happy, hi, how are you today? And he literally deadpan looks at me and goes, don't fucking talk to me like that. Don't patronize me. And I was like, it's gonna be one of these ones. I'm sitting there talking to him. I'm like, what's happened? Basically, this man was this angry. He then turns around and goes, I have been forced to wear shoes by your security team. What? He literally turned around and was like, I have been forced to wear shoes. I do barefoot marathons. I run barefoot all the time. And there is no problem. Why do I have to wear foot prisons in your theme park? And me and like my colleague were like, how does this happen? Like, how do you become this man? Like, what life choices do you have to make to be this upset about having to wear foot prisons? And I'm like, you know, explain to him, well, you have to wear shoes here because it's a public place. If you cut your foot open, we haven't enforced you to wear shoes, we are liable, we'll get sued, obviously. So we're like, sorry, you have to wear shoes. This guy has hit the roof. I'm gonna make sure you lose your job, you're gonna get in trouble, I'm gonna sue this place. Like, just absolutely making like no sense, actually acting like a psychopath. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my manager. So I got my manager and they literally undermined everything. Story number two. So story number two, I actually wasn't working in the complaints place anymore. I don't want to say what it is because I don't think that every theme park in the UK calls it like that. I was working with Fast Track this day. So I'm sitting there, it's like the end of the night, I'm tired, I've been standing for 6 hours straight in the pissing rain in a waterproof jacket. And first of all, these waterproof jackets they gave us, they were brilliant. They were really, really waterproof. Except if you sat with your hood down in the rain, the rain would collect in the hood and then a big gust of wind from like a ride or anything would come past and your hood would flip up and it would be like doing the ice bucket challenge because this was in the middle of October. So that was fun. Sorry, I'm like looking out my window right now because it has better lighting than like over there, and I'm really scared. I keep seeing my neighbours, and because I'm on the bottom floor, I keep seeing my neighbours, and I'm scared they're gonna look at me like I'm a psycho because I'm just talking to a window. And these hoods were massive, right? They were huge. They would fall to the brim, and it would only happen when it would fall to the brim as well. It was hell. It was the worst thing I've ever experienced. So back to the story I was saying before I got sidetracked a million times. I should get tested for ADHD. I was sitting there. It was the end of my shift. I'd been soaked through. It had been rained on. I had been shouted at, abused by people. It was awful. So I'm sitting there minding my business. This woman comes running out of like the scare attraction that was right by me, and she's like, "I'm gonna piss, I'm gonna piss, I'm gonna piss, I'm gonna piss," just over and over again. And I'm just watching like, should I intervene? But I didn't. She then proceeds to squat, fully clothed, on the floor, looks up at me, makes eye contact, realises what she's done, and just goes, "I've pissed." And then just gets up and goes. Why? I don't know. Anyway, she then proceeded to get up from squat position, assumingly she's realised what she's done, and then ran to the toilet. This woman was so scared. It was like, do you know when dogs like have a shit and they like watch you? It was literally like that.
Your disappointment.
Story number three. Basically, I was sitting there minding my own business, and I'd been told that this day that was happening was like really, really bad. Like on this day every year, this big group of people, they all come into the park and they literally cause like absolute mayhem. They like throw things, they hurt people, they fight. So I'm sitting there minding my own business. I have seen like this big group of people, like two groups of people, right? They're like coming up to each other. It looked like a fight scene from like a TV show or a film. So I had seen them all kind of come together, and I'm watching like, what the fuck, like what's about to go down. They start running at each other, and they just start pulling each other to like pull each other around, punching each other, slapping each other, like just really hurting each other. And I was like sat there like what do I do in that situation? So I just remember picking up my like radio, because we all had radios and stuff. I remember picking up my radio and be like, help, and then being told off because I didn't use the correct etiquette. Yeah, no, I got told off because I didn't use the right etiquette on the radio. Sorry about that. My phone just turned around and said, "You're out of storage." So basically, these guys are like running at each other, and I'm screaming on the radio for help. I got told off, and I was like, "You should get security here. They're beating the life out of each other. There is blood everywhere. Help!" Security came down. They got kicked out. So yeah, you know, vibes, honestly. So there, I think, is where we're gonna leave it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did.
I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did. So, send me a message sometime.
Sorry. That was probably only funny to me. Yeah, no one saw the last video because I am such a sneaky queen, and no one saw it. I also would rather step on a hot iron rod or walk on hot coals than send my videos to people that I know in real life, because that's really embarrassing. So, anyway, random person, because a few people watched it. Random person, if you got this far, I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. So, send me a message sometime. It's happening to me. I feel like I'm losing it. So, yeah, talk to you later. Bye, hoes.